over waitlists. So a lot of people get really stressed out about these, but if you're able to like really monitor them, you should be okay. I've been on a waitlist every quarter at UCLA and I've gotten off of them. During the period when everyone enrolls during the first and second pass, the classes will probably fill up, and don't worry, that is totally normal. Like, don't get discouraged. You can still find a way to get in. So, I mean, if there is like a large lecture with like 200 to 400 people, there's a very high chance that you'll get off of the wait list. But if it's under 120 people, then it's a little riskier. You can just monitor the wait list though, which I'll go into later. I'm sure that some of you have heard of a PTE, which is the permit to enroll, and professors can manually issue these so you can enroll in the course. But you can't always depend on them. A lot of professors just don't like dealing with PTEs. You can always just email the professor and ask, like, in the hypothetical scenario that the waitlist is full and it reaches the quarter deadline for drops, would you be willing to issue a PTE? I really need to get into this class to stay on track for graduation and these reasons, whatever, and just sound super respectful again. And then just gauge your response off of that. Your best bet to getting off of a waitlist is to just monitor them yourself, and this will be very tedious, but you don't have to go through administration for it. And between the period when enrollment passes first become active to the start of the quarter, not many people are going to drop during that time period because they're just not really thinking about their classes. But after the quarter starts to, like, I guess the end of the first 2 weeks, a lot of people will drop. So that's when your time to swoop in is. I've been able to get off of my waitlist just by monitoring them and refreshing the page every 5 to 15 minutes. I basically hate my life for the first 2 weeks of a quarter because I am just trying to get off of waitlist. But like, if you want to get into a class, you need to be that paranoid person. It's been pretty effective so far, so hopefully you'll be able to get off of your waitlist. And like, I know that it's annoying, but you just got to be patient. If a class requires you to enroll in a discussion, then you'll be on the waitlist for that discussion within the class. So this means that if a spot opens up in a discussion that's different from the one that you're on the waitlist for, you're not going to get that spot. You won't be notified. If you're on the waitlist for a discussion, your only way of getting in without doing anything afterwards is for someone else in your discussion to drop out. So that's why it's really important to monitor all of the discussions, and this is how I've gotten off of the majority of my waitlist and into the classes that I needed.